Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday, the 8th of February. We read today Romans chapter 11. Paul brings his debate around the law and grace to a close, and he ends up with wrestling with the role of Israel and says, what's happening with Israel? They're the chosen people of God, but now the Gentiles are coming to faith and Israel's turning away from faith. How's it going to work out? And he doesn't really make a definite conclusion, but he ends recognizing that God is beyond what he is capable. And from verse 33 on, we have a wonderful little doxology where he says, "Oh, the depth of the riches of the wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable his judgments and his paths beyond tracing out! Who has known the mind of the Lord, or who has been his counselor? Who has ever given to God that God should repay them? For from him and through him and for him are all things. To him be glory forever." What a wonderful passage, just thinking about the depth of the riches of God's knowledge and wisdom. We're not going to get it. And if we try and search out his judgments and trace out his paths, we're told they're unsearchable and beyond tracing. And as we try and do that, we people often end up saying, well, because I can't understand it, I can't accept it. This doesn't make sense to me, therefore that can't be right. And we end up limiting God because we can't allow him to be unsearchable and beyond tracing out. Who's known the mind of the Lord or been his counselor? Nobody's ever given God advice. We take guidance from the Lord. He owes nobody at all, ever. He is the beginning and the culmination and the end, he is all in all. Who has ever given to God that God should repay them? As I was thinking about that thought, when God gives to me, I benefit. I'm better off. He's given me health. I'm healthier than I would have been. I'm better off because of what he's given me. If God gives me wealth, I didn't have the wealth. Now I have more because God has given it to me. But there's nothing we can give to God that gives him anything more. He owns everything, and the entire universe is his. So anything we give to him doesn't make him better off. There's nothing we can give to God that he should owe us or repay us. As we say in the service, all things come from you. Everything we have comes from God, and of your own do we give you. We're actually just giving him back what's his anyway. So he's no better off for our giving. We're better off for giving, but not him. For from him and through him and for him are all things. All things. That's our lives, that's the church, that's the world, the universe. All things are here for God. They come from him and they exist for him. And Paul ends up, to him be the glory. Amen. Be blessed.